Okay, for our final portion of our picture, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be painting in all of the watercolor, water of under the water. So what we're going to need is a paintbrush, a rounded paintbrush. We're going to need a bucket of water, paper towels, and a paint palette. The colors we're going to use are not all of the colors, so what we're going to stick with is the blue, maybe some purple, and some green. We're going to stick with our cool colors, the colors that remind us of cool things. So what I first want to do is I want to make sure my wet brush is nice and wet. With watercolor paint palettes, we need to activate the paint by rubbing our brush in the paint, and then we simply brush it on. Because we used crayon, which is made out of wax, what you'll notice is you can paint right on top of the crayon, and what will happen is the watercolor paint will start to bead up on top of anywhere that is already drawn with crayon color, and therefore the paint won't soak in. So you can paint right on top and it will just wipe right off later on, which is kind of cool. And that is actually its own artistic process that we know, and it is called resist. So this is a little bit of a crayon resist, because wax and water do not like each other. Watercolor paint is mostly water and crayon is mostly wax, so that's what happens there. So I've added most of my water. I could stop there, or I could decide to add a couple bits with a little bit of purple, which I like to do. Sometimes when we look at things, colors aren't all always just one color. Purple will add some darkness, so maybe it's a little darker in the water in some spots. And if we want to, maybe a little bit of green. Notice I put it on a little thick at first. If I don't like that, I just wet my brush and I just spread it out with some more water. The water will start to spread that around, and I think I like that, so I think I'm done. What you want to do is you want to put this to dry on a drying rack so that air gets underneath and on top and all around it, so it dries most evenly. And it's just now it's time to clean up your paint palette, put everything away. Nice job.